guys, hope you're doing well. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to my channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name's Lucy and I am the creator behind Lulu's Crochet and More down in Devon. I'm also covered in fluff, so ignore. Sorry, I'm in my cozies, but I got soaked walking from work to the car, so I got home and put my nice snuggly thingies on. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I've been up to this week. I've just realised as I've sat down I've forgotten to grab something, so I'll grab that in a minute. But yes, it's been just over a week since I last came on and I've got a few bits to show you. I've had a reasonably good hand week, so I'm trying to crank out as much as I can because I've got lots of markets coming up as we approach Christmas, and I did a stock count on Monday. It is Wednesday today. And I'm about £500 of stock less than I want to be. Ideally more, doubt I'm going to get there. But I've got my pre-assessment on the 24th of September. And I'm really worried that they're going to be like, yeah, we'll do your operation in like the next couple of weeks. And that will give me no time at all to get anything done. So I'm trying to prep because I know I've got 2 school events. And then I've got a couple of little markets here and there. So I want lots of stock so that in theory, I don't run out of anything, and then I've got enough to take me into next year. Whether it will happen, I have no idea, but we'll do our best. So after that very long introduction, so I roll my sleeves up because I've come into the conservatory and it's warm in here. So I'll show you the things that I haven't quite finished yet, which is 3 stingrays. This is the, got dust all over everything, Teresa's crochet shop pattern, which is a free pattern on YouTube. The stingrays I've already got done are all in like blue colours, so I thought I'd do some fun pink and purple just to mix things up a bit and make my stall look nice and bright. It's the ongoing joke that my stall looks like a rainbow, but I'm actually quite like a goth girly at heart. I used to be goth actually many moons ago. So I do like alternative music, I like horror, I love scary movies, you know, scary stories, all of it. And I do tend to wear darker clothing. I'm not a pink girly, but my stuff is all really bright and colourful and it makes Lainey laugh. Anyway, so I've got my 3 stingrays done. I want to make 2 more, and then I'll have 10 in total. I've got a tally going on with my unrealistic goals, which I will go through as well. I then managed to get 9 axolotl done with the aim of having, I think, 30 altogether. I will double check. Yes, I'm sure it's 30 because I think I had 21. So, trying to find them all now. I've got my basket. These baskets are really useful. I have them to display my cats on. Not on. Well, on and in. And I'm just using them in between as what I've made this week. Baskets. I don't know what to call them. Oh, you haven't got any eyes. I thought I'd finished them all. I missed one. So I have 1 blind axolotl. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9. So that gives me roughly 10 of each colour. What else? I made some more rats. So I made 3 more rats to give me a total of 6. So I've got a black rat, a beige brownie rat and a grey rat. Oh, I got told off for waving things in front of the camera. Hold on. Rat, axolotl, and unfinished stingray. Trying to slow down. I rush because I'm always making these videos in between my kids being here, so sorry. Hopefully that was a little bit better. I then wanted to make 1 more spider because I have 9, I think. I have an odd number. I wanted to make 1 more, so I made 1 more. This is the jumping spider pattern. I will pop pictures up and links and everything. I then have, you've seen all of those things before. What is new? What is new? I did some pattern playing around and I actually did a pattern test as well. So this is the pattern test, and this is for a popping acorn. The pattern test didn't go that well, actually. I ended up having to do quite a lot of changes to the pattern. I messaged the creator and was like, I'm having issues. The way you've written it isn't clear. And I'm quite an experienced crocheter. I've been crocheting for 10 years. And it took me a minute to realise what I think she wanted me to do. Or he, sorry, I don't know. This was on Ribbler. So I don't know if this is actually how it's supposed to look. But it's a little acorn. Oops. And it pops up and down. And it took a while. It did take quite a long time for the size that it is. And I'm not particularly happy with it. I would have preferred this bit to be bigger or this bit to be smaller, just so it looked more like an acorn. Because I feel it looks a bit like a mushroom. Might be my colours. But either way, not something I'm going to go and rush off to make again. So I'm really sorry. But I had fun, you know, giving it a go. I love pattern testing. I then took the Cable and Canva mushroom, which is this one, and I turned it into a frog with a mushroom hat. Isn't it cute? So I just added some bubble stitches to give it arms and legs. This was my first attempt, and that is using Yummy. I then decided that I needed to see how big it would come out in snug, and I changed the colour of the bottom of the mushroom cap. It's actually not much bigger, but as we've discussed before, I do have quite a tight tension. So yeah, so this is that one. I need to test both of them. Neither of them are tested. I haven't tested the Cable and Canva, not the Cable and Canva. Well, it is Cable and Canva, but I haven't tested this one yet. So I'm going to set a day aside to do that. But I love him. Isn't he sweet? So yeah, I see more of these in my future, and they didn't take very long. The longest bit actually was sewing all the spots on, all the little bits. What next? More new things. I have some teeny tiny octopus. I've sewn their eyes on. Don't judge them. I haven't finished. Oh, the sun's come out. That's nice. It's been horrible all morning. So I do want to add some white detailing, but we have. He's shy. There he is. They look a bit cross. I think actually I could have probably put safety eyes in, but I didn't know if they'd look too big given that they're 18mm and this guy's tiny. But we have a little brown one, a little grey one, a blue one, forest floor, I still think it looks like the sea, and a pink one. And just for reference, I haven't finished these completely. This is Drift, and this is the little baby one. They're so cute. I love them. They're so sweet. These guys I actually find quite popular. I think I've sold one at every market I've done since I started bringing them out. These are, I charge £15 for because they don't take me very long. And I do have, obviously, understandably, parents who have got more than one child who both want one going, and I was pointing them towards the squids, but now I can point them towards a teeny tiny octopi. So I'm really pleased. And that is a free pattern on Ribbler. Amazing. But yeah, so while we're on octopi, I wanted to make 3 more. So I did. So I have the blue variegation, the pink variegation, and this frosting type variegation. I always make them and then I go back and add the eyes and the stuffing because there is room for me to add the eyes after I've finished making it. There's a massive hole in the bottom so I can get everything in there. Somebody did wonder if I was gluing my eyes in afterwards. No, they go on the proper way. I just make them first because they're no-sew and I find them actually really therapeutic to make. They take about 45 minutes. But yeah, I love them. There's enough differences for it not to be boring. So yeah, 3 octopi. I then have, oh, something I can't show you yet because we're not there yet. But I went ahead and finished testing my Ghost in a Pumpkin hat. I have decided not to bother with the leaf. I can't be bothered to retest it. So, one Ghost in a Pumpkin hat. For reference, this is the one that I tested. So, Yeah, cute. One Ghost and Pumpkin hat, and off of that pattern I can put as a variation 2 little ghosties. They're sweet, they're so sweet. They kind of remind me of the ghosts from Pac-Man. So part of me is tempted to make them in lots of different colours, but I don't know if everybody will get the reference. So that is everything except for the one thing I need to grab. Halloween wise, I'm not going mad because I do have quite a lot of Halloween stuff left from last year. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in my chaos, which might hopefully look a little bit neater. I did have a bit of a tidy up, but I still can't find half of the things I'm looking for because why would I be able to? So I think all I'm going to do is make a couple more of these guys and leave it at that. Yeah, because last year I think I sold one Halloween item and I did a few markets in October, so that was a bit disappointing. Let me go and grab the thing I've forgotten. I actually forgot 2 things. So the first thing is a custom cat. So the person wanted a ginger cat and I have no colours that would represent a ginger cat accurately. So I put my thinking cap on and came up with the idea of double stranding Yummy and Chenille by Yarn Smiths. And I love it. I think that it's come out beautifully. She is a very pale ginger cat, so this beige is actually like her facial colour. So yeah, very pleased with that. And she has a good little pink nose. She's very sweet. And then the last thing to show you is my entry for Travel Crochet's Crochet Roulette 2025. I'm out of breath. And that was a farmyard animal in brown. So I made a cow. This is Cooper the calf. I absolutely love this pattern. I don't particularly enjoy when I'm making it because there are lots of bits to make that you then crochet in, so that, well, I say that the pattern you actually sew the legs on, but I did it so that I could crochet them in because I hate sewing. So for me it's the ears and the legs, and you're supposed to colour change to do the little horns. I was going to say antlers, but I didn't bother with this one. And it's got lovely little gold eyes, very cute. So yeah, so that's my entry for week 2. I've actually finished my entry for week 3. It's in the basket. Just going to hold him up again because I'm not sure if I held him still enough. He's come out so much bigger than my regular cats. I'm going to charge the same price just because I'd already said what the price was before I made it. And she's had lots of cats from me. She's the one person that orders cats from me, and they're all like cats that she owns or her daughter owns or her grandchildren own. So yeah, they're always a challenge, so which is nice actually. But yeah, she got me to do a tricolour cat, and that was a massive challenge. That was a lot of colour changes. But anyway, that's my makes for this week. My challenges for the next 2 weeks are to make I have got some things done, as you have seen. 6 fried eggs. I'm going to try and get those done today. 8 marshmallows. I'm being very optimistic there. 3 peas in a pod. Again, being very optimistic. 2 long neck dinos. I can probably get those done. 3 T-Rex. If my wrist can handle it, that's going to be the problem. Along with 4 turtles. Again, it's going to be whether or not my wrist can do it. I have actually got parts of a turtle somewhere. So technically I only had to make 3 more, but Flutterby is not my friend at the minute. The 3 octopus I have done. I want to do 3 Dumbo octopus. 9 axolotls I've done. Stingrays I've done 3 out of 5. I want to make 5 more booty turtles, 3 more mermaids. I've got 7, it's just so I've got an even number because I'm odd like that. 2 spiders, and I've actually had an order for a spider, so I need to get that done as well. 3 guinea pigs because I've only got 1, and I want to do at least 2 of the 3 with some striping. 3 rats I've done. hoping to get 3 voodoo dolls done. Again, that's Flutterby, so we'll see. 2 sweets, which are not within reach, but the bigger version of this one. I still haven't finished this one. 1 baby spider, which I've done. I want to do 5 more mini octopus. Now, I've got lots of triceratops. I have got, looking at my inventory, I've got 8, but they're all green. All of my brightly coloured ones have gone, so I want to do 4 brightly coloured ones, so probably 1 pink, 1 purple, 1 orange, 1 yellow, something like that, just to mix it up a bit. Because yeah, they're the colours that I've sold, which I find odd. It's usually the green ones that go, but we'll throw some in. I think I just spat, sorry. We'll throw some in just so I've got them. 3 more of the pumpkin ghosts, like I said. If I'm feeling it, I'll do 2 more of the regular ghosts. I want to make 7 little penguins, so they are my birds, and I went a bit nuts and created like loads of different variations off of the same pattern because it's a variation, so I don't have to test it. I want to make 10 of the new nuggets. I need to test the original first. Yeah, because they're just a bit bigger. I want to get rid of the smaller ones first, and I've got 11 of those, so I'm hoping I can shift those first. If not, then what I might do is I might go down the keyring route if I'm feeling brave enough, because it's a whole different barrel of testing and I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with that. So we'll see how brave I'm feeling. And I want to make 4 more chonky dinos. So that's quite a lot of things to do, but I have ticked off, hold on. 4 of 25 things. As in 4 categories of 25 categories. Yeah. It's not going to happen. It's blatantly not going to happen. I'm going to give it a go. And then I've got my list of things that I need to test, which is the jellyfish, the seagulls, the baby rays, and the octopus babies, even though I've made 5. I've decided that they're fine. They will be, because they are actually a variation, ironically, of the big one. They're made very, very similarly, so I'm sure they will be fine. And the tentacles being shorter tends to mean that they can take more weight. How that works, I have no idea, but it tends to. So yes, that is my really unrealistic list of things to do. So I am going to try and get my last 2 rays done today. Sorry, something flew. I've got the bellies made. I just need to make the outer part. So you make the belly and then you make the outer part separately and then you crochet them together, which is why I like the baby rays, because these guys take no time at all. And my kids have just got in from school, so I'm going to go. I hope you'll have a really, really good week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.